I didn't realize. I got caught off guard. They're underway. They already started. Good thing my cameraman woke me up. Lynn Tech taking on Whittier, Commonwealth Conference boys soccer. Both trying to get over 500. Whittier is 2-2-2. Lynn Tech is 3-3-2. Whittier Tech coming off that tough game the other night in the pouring rain, where they called it off 2 minutes into the second half. So Tech in the blue, Whittier in the white. Another full day here at Manning Field. And we're going to Tech player down right off the bat. We're not going to be able to tell you how much time is left because there's nobody here to run the clock. One of the, or the director, somebody, Tech usually has somebody that is in charge. There's nobody here. So they had that little face-off after the injury, and Whittier gets it back, and they knock it to the near side. Tech picks it off. And nice defense there. They almost had a breakaway. They had a man breaking, and they broke up the pass nicely. From long range, the shot got blocked by the defense again. Whittier will knock it deep. Tech will knock it away. And we got a Whittier playing knockdown. Whittier will get a free kick coming from just outside the 40-yard line. Headed away by Tech. This is going to be virtual impossibility to tell the numbers of the players on either team. Tech has got the blue shirts, but they got very light red numbers in the back, very hard to pick up. And Whittier, with the nice white shirts, opted to put very, very light gold numbers on their back, so you can't pick them up either. Tech with a break. And they threw it too far ahead, but Tech is going to get it back. And a little lazy on the pass, and Whittier picked it off. They knock it ahead. Trying to get around. Whittier takes it away. Ooh, bumping and bagging going on. Tech knocks it out. We'll have substitutions for both teams. Tech knocks it back. They knock it deep. Bouncing around, they let it go through to the goaltender. Jake Friedis is in net for Whittier. Junior Ramirez for Lynn Tech. Eden Arriaga is usually in net, but coaches were not happy with him. They thought he got hurt. The last game, one of the reasons they came away with postponing or closing it or shutting it down was Arriaga went up to block a shot, and he came down wrong on his foot, and they thought he twisted his ankle badly. He actually left and went to the locker room and limping all the way out. And then one of the coaches said to me, we were very disappointed when we found out it was only a cramp. Coming down the far side, banging ahead, controlling, down deep, trying to throw it out in front, and it got deflected by Whittier out. Tech will get a corner kick. Tech got a head on it, but tipped it wide. Whittier will knock it out of play. Tech will get the throw in. Eric Moreno, the head guy for Lynn Tech in his first year. And it's a good first year for the Moreno family. Eric Jr. is the coach of the classical boys. So both Eric's getting their first taste of high school varsity soccer coaching. Tech knocks it away. Popped up. It went out off Tech. And we got another Tech player down. And we're happy he's getting up. Tech will get a free kick. Skips by. Whittier will clear it away. So a little bit of a feeling out period here in the early going. Neither team getting anywhere close to getting a shot on net. Whittier picks it off. Tech breaks it up. And they're calling it off Tech, knocking it behind Tech's bench. Whittier will get the throw in from right in front of the Tech bench. Now they're going to move him back a couple of steps. Headed away. Tech will collect. Trying to knock it deep. It got blocked. Whittier almost picked that off. It got deflected back. Tech was just able to get back and get a piece of it and knock it away. They knock it deep, looking for a break. Headed away. Hustling back the defense for Whittier. Bodies go down. And they're calling it off Tech. I think it was Hernandez back that made that play when the ball got deflected back toward the net. Whittier was there looking to get a shot off. I think it was Hernandez that just got a piece of it and knocked it away before they could get the shot off. They knock it away. Tech trying to walk in. Still with it. Takes the shot. was getting bumped as he was taking the shot, and Friedis was able to make the save. Again, throwing it in front, rolls right by the front of the net. Tech trying to go get it. Whittier will knock it out. Tipped away. It was going to go wide of the net. Whittier made sure they knocked it away. Headed back by Tech. Whittier took it away, but then knocked it out of play. Tech will get the throw in. Knocking it deep all the way back to Ramirez. He keeps it in play. Little give and go with Tech. He just made that pass cross field. Still trying to get it going, can't. Block, Tech gets it back, gets it to the middle. Trying to knock it deep, Whittier knocks it away. And they bang it out off Whittier. That's Fernandez knocking it out off Whittier. They knock it off Whittier again. A little bit behind the would-be receiver. Tech knocks it deep. And Whittier will let it go out of bounds. They knock it deep. Tech trying to get there. They do. And you're going to call Whittier for bumping off the Tech player. And it's going to wind up with a free kick. Coming from just inside the 5-yard line from a tough angle. Way over to the far side. Out in front, it went by the goaltender. The defense was there to head it away. Friedis went up to get it. It went right over his head, sailed toward the net, and right behind him was one of his defensemen knocking it away, and we'll try it again from the far side, the corner kick. Tip to the net again, off a foot, into the lap of Friedis. He makes the save, and he'll kick it away. High, booming kick way past midfield. And it goes out of play. Tech gets it to the middle. Trying to knock it deep for a break. Whittier was there to knock it away. Tech breaks it up. Tech has had the better territorial-wise. And they've had a couple of almost on net. Nothing where Friedis had to make great saves, but they've got a couple on net. And they've been able to keep the ball in the Whittier end most of this first half. They pop it straight up in the air. Headed away by Whittier. Headed again. And they missed it. He got his hand on the ball, knocking it down. They didn't get it. Tech knocks it, slices it way out of play. That went up in the stands and went actually out the exit and wound up behind the stands on the other side of the field. So whoever the ball boy is on that side has got a job and a half to go chase that one down. Tech picks it off. Back checking takes it away. They knock it deep. Tech with a break. Trying to walk in, trying to get around. They take the shot. They put it right in the middle of the net and got too much foot over the top crossbar. That was Mena Gio Ramirez with that very rocket-like shot. But it went over the top crossbar and out of play. Another one of those almost by Tech. Whittier hasn't had any of those. Tech takes it away. They knock it deep. Foot race. Freitas is way out of the net, and he lost the ball out in front, and Tech knocked it over the net. They had the goalie out of the net. They got the ball across, and once again, they knocked it over the top crossbar. A golden opportunity for the Tigers, and they couldn't take advantage. So Whittier got a break there. Freitas came almost over to the end line on the near side. He was almost out of bounds on the near side. He couldn't get back. And Tech got it to the middle, but couldn't knock it home. Blocked and taken away by Tech. Can't knock it deep. Blocked by Whittier. They knock it to the far side. Ramirez comes out, gets it. He'll kick it away. Now he'll just throw it upfield. Now they throw it out off Tech. They knock it deep. Tech collects. They knock it to the near side. Macario headed to the net. Freitas comes out and grabs it before Tech can get there. Tech knocked it out. Substitutions are in. Tech throws it in. to get Tech called for a trip. He pushed the ball ahead. He went to get it. Whittier turned around to go get it. They came together and went down. They called it on Tech. And from the 35-yard line, Whittier gets it right in the breadbasket with a white shirt crossing right in front of him. Knocking it deep. They knocked it too deep. It's going to go out. They knock it deep down the far side, headed away. Tech gets it back, pops it up. Nice little shift. Out in front, passed a little behind, couldn't get the shot off, and when they tried to, it got tipped from behind. Now the shot on net, Friedis is able to make the save. Maccabi will get it on net. And Whittier throws it behind the intended receiver, and it goes into the Whittier bench area. Whittier knocks it deep back to the Tech end. And Ramirez will track it down. Gets it quickly upfield. Tech with it again, coming down. Throwing it to the middle. Couldn't get control. Now they do, and they get a good shot off, and Friedis makes another save. Tech has been all around the Whittier net, but they haven't been able to put one in yet. This takes a huge bounce, headed straight up in the air. And they took a shot and let it roll back. And Ramirez is able to grab it. Whittier takes it away, and they're going to call Tech for a takedown. Just outside the 30-yard line with the kick. Whittier got a head on it, but headed it wide to the near side and out of play. And Ramirez clears it away. Little give and go. They knock it deep. Whittier breaks it up. Tech takes it away. Pass ahead again. Trying to walk in. Shot. Couldn't get anything on it. He got knocked down. He was wondering why he didn't. He was looking for a penalty kick. He was well inside the box. And Whittier with a little hip check as he was taking the shot, so didn't get anything on it. He was down, and he looked up and said, "What about the call?" Didn't get that either. Headed away by Whittier. Tech knocks it back so he can start over again. Up to the near side. Tipped ahead. Tech will keep it in. Whittier breaks it up. Tech got a foot on it. That was Hernandez knocking it back upfield. Popped up to the far side. Tech comes away with it, knocks it away. And Tech will take it back the other way. Knocking it to the near side. There was nobody in the middle. They tried to get to it. Whittier got to it first and broke up that pass. They tried to give it go, and they threw it too far ahead, out of play. Tech will get the throw in. Macario knocked it out. Substitutions for both teams. Clock is now running. I don't know how accurate it is because it didn't get started. They halfway through they turned it on. So we'll see. Out off Tech. Shane Raftery missed the head of. Nice little shift. Took that around nicely, Ramirez. Pass broken up. Ramirez stole it back. Trying to walk in. Another nice little shift. Takes the shot and went wide left. Good bid. Good effort by Maynard Gio Ramirez. Tech right back in the Whittier end. Knocked deep again, a little behind the back action. Broken up. I think they're going to say it got on the hand. Went up and got him on the hand. And Tech is going to get a free kick from very in tight. Are they calling it a penalty kick? It went off the hand in the box, and Tech is going to get a penalty kick. So Tech with a chance to get on the board. They bang it home. See the last man back, just walking up to the 25-yard line. Get his number. The number on his back. Get that number. All right. He's the last man back. The guy with the blue shirt? No. On this side, Tech player. Oh. The last player back. All right. Friedrich came way out of the net to get that one. Is knocked out of play. Get it now, Tajay. Right here, right in front of us. Right at the 50-yard line. Right there. Give his number. 17? Another almost by Tech. Thomas Kaipi was the man that got the goal. The penalty kick. And they almost got another one there. They've had a few near misses. Headed away and kicked away. And they call it off Zacharias. Now they're not calling it, they're calling it off. Now I don't know what the official point. He put his hand up pointing to the far side, meaning Tech, but what he was doing is he was holding up the play for the substitution. So I thought he was pointing that it was Tech's ball. Now they give it to Whittier again. They're going to call contact, I think, on Tech. They'll get a free kick. Russo takes the kick for Whittier. It's headed away by Kaipi. Tipped away by Tech. Gets knocked out by Whittier. Blocked by Whittier, popping up. Headed away. Zacharias knocking it deep. Nice little shift. Blocked nicely by the defense. Attempting to make that pass. Tech knocks it away. And then Tech gave it away. Kaipi is back there to knock it loose. Bounces by everybody. Whittier knocking it to the net. Hernandez way out of the net. Came over, was able to get a hand on it and knock it away. Tech knocks it out. Whittier is going to get, I believe this is their first corner kick. Going to come from the near side. Everybody's almost in the net out in front. They're not out in front, they're almost in the net. They get it up, it goes deep, goes over everybody. Nobody touched it, went out of play. Tech will get the kickoff. And we're going to Whittier play it down in that scrum. Getting up, he's okay. There's a massive humanity. Most of them were in the net. Hernandez kicks it away. Tech winds up with it. Nice little shift to get the pass up front. Blocked. Zacharias winds up with it. They're looking to knock it deep to the near side. Zacharias can't get to it. They knock it deep, looking for Jordan Allen coming down the near side. Yeah, a couple of brothers, Russo brothers and the Allen brothers, I'm assuming they're brothers. So a family affair for Whittier. Tech knocks it back to midfield. And it gets taken away and knocked out. Get knocked out by Calderwood. Now Zacharias knocks it ahead. Macario trying to throw it in front. And it was bouncing. They couldn't get a foot on it. They were trying to line it up for a shot. And when they tried to knock it down, it bounced and they couldn't get control of it. Woody was able to knock it away. Tech will wind up with a corner kick, but they could have had a very good shot from dead center. Tech keeps it in. And Tech keeps it in again. And one more time. And they tried to center it, and it got blocked. Man had one too many passes. They could have got a shot off. Zacharias throwing into the net. Big time save by Freitas. Great pass by Zacharias. They come in that far side, and it looked like they had it made for another goal. Freitas came out of nowhere and made that big time save. And again, I apologize for not having the numbers, but you just can't see them. Pass broken up. Whittier coming back. Blocked. Let's go out off Whittier. And out off Whittier again. Knocking it to the net, they tip it ahead. It was behind Zacharias. He was ahead. If that pass was a little bit out in front, he would have walked in and got a good shot off. But it was just behind him, and he couldn't come up with the connection. They get it in the middle. Couple of nice shifts, trying to walk around. They take the shot up over the net and out of play. Good hard shot. Maybe a little bit too hard. And it went up over the net and out of play. You're ready. They knock it deep. Hernandez will come out of the net and grab it. The difference in the game, Whittier made a play out in front of the net, but when they did, they were in the box. It bounced up, got a piece of the hand, And that gave Lintech a penalty kick. And Thomas Kaipi banged it home. And that's where we are, 1-0 Tech, as we're in the closing minutes of this first half. As they say, closing minutes, the half is over. So that penalty kick is the difference. Lintech, off the kick by Kaipi, they certainly had control territorial-wise. They had a lot of chances. Friedis made a couple of big-time saves. But at halftime, it's a skinny 1-0 lead. Lintech 1, Whittier 0 at halftime. That's the difference. 1-0 the Tigers. They had all kinds of opportunities. Jake Friedis in net for Whittier made a couple of outstanding saves. Had to make a few more. Tech had opportunities where they knocked a few over the crossbar and out of play. Junior Ramirez in net for Tech. Didn't have to do much. Anything he touched was from long range. They knocked the ball deep. Friedis will come out and play it on a hop. And we got another whistle. Everybody gets nervous when that ball goes up in the air and there's 3 or 4 people around looking to get a head on it. They knock it deep. Tech got there and took it away. Trying to do something from the far side. Walking around. Whittier takes it away. And they'll knock it away. And Whittier will hustle and keep it in play. That's good hustle by Curtis Hubbard. And when he threw it in, it bounced up and bounced into the hands of the would-be receiver. And Tech will get a free kick. I think the officials just took a little note of the fact that they didn't put the ball down, that they kicked it out to midfield. I think he wrote up a little bit, a note to himself. You do that again, could be a yellow card. From the 30-yard line. Blocked and knocked away. Tech has it. They faked the shot from long range. Now they take it from long range. It got blocked out in front. They get it to the middle. Now they get it to the far side. Blocked by the defense. Tech gets it back. Behind the back pass there connects. They try to tip it back in front. They couldn't get the shot off twice. It got blocked again. Tech keeping it alive. Whittier finally gets it and knocks it deep. Tech keeps it in the Whittier end. Friedis will come out and grab it, and he'll kick it away. I mentioned another big night here at Manning Field. Last night we had 3 soccer games. Now we've got the boys soccer here, Lynn Tech, and coming up will be Kip with a football game coming up. They knock it deep. Tech with a break. Ramirez out in front. Freitas comes out and blocks it. They couldn't get control of it. It was bouncing around. It wasn't on the turf. They had to try and get control of it. It bounced high. Freitas came out and just smothered the would-be shot by Ramirez. Big time save again by Freitas, keeping Whittier in it. It was just a high bouncing ball, bounced 3 or 4 times. Tech knocks it deep. They hustle, they couldn't keep it in. But it bounced 3 or 4 times. Ramirez, it was still bouncing when Ramirez got to it. And as he tried to control it, Freitas just came up and just stuffed it and knocked it away. Big time save again by Jake Freitas. Shot, blocked. That's Rafferty with the block. Zacharias. Tech pops it to the net. Freitas will come out and grab it with Zacharias bearing down on him. High bouncing ball off that turf. And it went out. I think it went off the head of Hubbard. I thought the ball was right there. The ball must have a lot further. They thought they had to wait for a ball to come from the other side. Pereira throws it in. They get it into the middle. Broken up by the defense. They try to make that long pass. Broken up by Tech. Zacharias knocks it ahead. Tech looking to get there. Nice hustle. They kept it in. Now they're saying they didn't keep it in. And now they're calling them offside, I guess. That was a really late whistle. They were trying to save the ball on the end line, and they called it offside. Boy, Whittier just can't get going. It's been all Tech keeping it in the Whittier end. Shot goes wide, and Freitas didn't let it go wide. He went out and got a hand on it, and that's going to give Tech a corner kick. He should have seen that was going wide and just let it go, but he dove. And of course, it's easy for me to say up here after the fact. He dove, got a hand on it, and knocked it out. And it keeps it in the Whittier end. And they try to tee it up, and it was a foot and a half off the ground, and Kaipi just punched it and pooched it way up in the air over the net and out of play. It's almost like you're getting a crink in your neck looking to the left all the time. But that's where the ball is. They finally get it to the Tech side of the 50-yard line. And Tech takes it right back down the near side. Hustling and knocking out is the Whittier defender. Looking for Zacharias. Bounced off his foot. Couldn't control it. Kept in by Barrera. Tip to the far side. Too far. It's going to go out of play. They knock it deep and they knock it into the Whittier bench area. Whittier just can't get going. Still only 1-0 off the penalty kick by Thomas Kaipi. But Whittier hasn't even come close to testing Hernandez in net. In the middle, Zacharias kept it alive. Shot, gets blocked, makes his way through. Couple of bounces, Friedrich handles it, and he'll kick it away. Now he just throws it upfield. And Tech keeps it in. Pop to the middle, right to Tech. Trying to throw it in front. Threw it behind the net. I guess it was tipped by Whittier because they're going to give Tech a corner kick coming from the far side. Loose. They couldn't get a foot on it. Now they hit the post and they knock it over the post. It came out front. Whittier couldn't clear it. Tech had it. They got a good shot on that. It hit the post, bounced out. They got another good shot and knocked it up over the crossbar out of play. And with just over 28 minutes left in this second half and in the game, Tech leading 1-0. We're going to timeout down the field. Tomorrow is 3:45. 3:45, they're playing tomorrow.
We're recording.
I think that they're playing the same team in football, John.
What?
They're playing the same team in football, right?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
No, Classical's playing the second game. Classical's playing the football game. So the game you're supposed to play when? Next Friday?
Yeah.
You're not playing here?
No. Playing at Northeast.
Skeets, turn the clock on. Turn the clock on. I sound like a broken record, but Whittier can't get the ball out of their own end. And when they do, finally, it comes right back in. Tech just putting all kinds of pressure on. Tech blocks it, keeps it in. Whittier will knock it out. It was the same way in the first half. Tech dominated territorial-wise. And now it's the same thing here in this second half. Zacharias throws it in front. They get a head on it. It'll go out off Tech. Friedrich let it go. Whittier will kick it away. Tech all around the Whittier net, but they can't put it in. They got the one penalty kick, and that was it. Frieders has stoned them a couple of times with great saves. And now Whittier finally has it in that end, and there's Tech kicking it right back the other way. Tipped away. Whittier knocks it upfield. Picked off by the Tigers. They throw it in the middle. They take the shot. Frieders made the save. They had a wide open blue shirt on the right side. They could have given them the ball and had an easy shot. They took a shot from dead center, and Frieders made the save. Frieders will come out again. He's been very busy. Ramirez for Tech, on the other hand, could have bought a ticket for this one. Tech takes it away. They knock it deep, looking for a break, trying to walk in, turn the corner, take the shot. Frieders with another big-time save. Nice little shift. Faked to go to the far side, cut it back to the near side, got a really good hard shot, and Frieders made another big-time save. I think that was Ramirez again. Pass a little bit too far out in front of Zacharias. Tech keeps it alive. Right back in. Sliding by, they take the shot. Frieders had to make another save. That might have been Macario. Again, almost impossible to pick up these numbers. Even when they're right down in front of us, it's still very hard. Zacharias' pass broken up. Whittier knocks it back. Trying to knock it deep. And it's going to go out of play. It got deflected by Tech, so this will be the deepest that Whittier has penetrated the entire half. And we're almost halfway through. Substitutions for Whittier. They try to throw it in front, and they slice it wide right behind the net, out of play. Ramirez will kick it away. He doesn't go deep. He comes to the near side to Barrera. Upfield. Zacharias knocks it to the middle. And they knock it deep, and it's another foot race. Tech kept it in, and then Whittier knocked it out. Tech will get a corner kick. Coming from the far side. Popped up. And they'll let it go out off Whittier. Substitutions before we take it in. Whittier will knock it out again. Blocked by Tech to keep it in. Picked off by Tech. Whittier takes it away. They knock it deep. Foot race. Kaipi hustles back. Slid to try and knock it out. Good hustle by Thomas Kaipi, who has the one goal in the game. And they call him out. They call him for sliding in. And they got a... I think that was Tech deflecting that. Because it's going to be another corner kick. That was out in front. Tech almost knocked it in their own net. Hubbard missed the header. But Tech almost knocked it in their own net. They were lucky that went wide. And they knock it up over everything. Ramirez boots it away. Off about 3 or 4 heads before Tech pushes it up. Hubbard knocks it back the other way. Picked off by Whittier. Popped up. Tech pops it up back toward the net. And we got bodies going down. No call on the play. Whittier is still down. And they blow the whistle for the player down. It was both players going up in the air looking for the header. And there was a collision. Tech came away with the ball. Whittier wound down on the turf. And they're going to have to come out and look at the Whittier player. Tech knocks it deep. It got blocked. This is one of those games where Tech is dominating on the field, but it's only 1-0 on the scoreboard. And Whittier is just hanging around. A little too much shake and bake there, trying to get around 3 different defenders. Tech took it away and then he knocked it out. We'll have a sub for each team. Ryan Chapman will take the throw in. Every once in a while there's a player right in front of us and we can, if he's stationary, we can pick up his number. Other than that, it's almost impossible on both sides. Tech pops it to the middle. They missed it. Whittier trying to get it to the net, pulled it wide left and out of play. Whittier just has not tested Ramirez at all in net. That last little salvo where they had the ball in for a minute or two. It was the first time in the second half that they've even come close. Way up in the air. A collision, they run over the goaltender. It popped up in the air. Ramirez was looking to catch it. Two of the Whittier players were looking to head it in the net, and they just ran right over Ramirez and knocked him down. The ball went wide anyway. And Tech will kick it away. It'll be Kaipi, I think, doing the honors. Tech pops it up. And Tech is going to get called for running into Rafferty. And he'll get a free kick. Almost kicked it in. Nathan Cartier drilled that. It was looked like it was going to go in the far corner under the top crossbar, and it just sailed over and out of play. Whittier has picked it up here in the last couple of minutes. And now Tech can't get it out of their end. They knock it deep to the near side. Tech comes away with it. Pass in the middle. Zacharias looking for the far corner. Freitas knocks it out. Might have been wide. Might have snuck in that far corner. Freitas just got a hand on it and knocked it away. Good bid by Daniel Zacharias. So the ball's finally down in the Whittier end. It's been here most of the time, but the last few minutes, Whittier has really been putting pressure on the Tech end. They didn't get any shots on. Straight up in the air, out. And we're going to do it again from the far side. Out in front, headed away by Whittier. They booted it. They were trying to clear it. They booted it straight up in the air. Now they headed away. Back checking, they took it away. And Whittier couldn't keep it in. Now they're going to call it off Tech. They let it go all the way through. Ramirez will fall on it at the goal line. Hoops it deep. Whittier brings it back. 10 minutes and counting left in this one. 1-0 Tech. Whittier trying to pick up the pace. They knock it deep. Head it to the middle. Tech will knock it deep the other way. Back into Whittier territory. Whittier got a head on it and knocked it into the Tech bench area. Whittier blocked that little give and go pass and it went out again off Whittier. Tech keeps it alive. Couldn't get the shot off. Whittier clears it and knocks it out. Tech collects, trying to throw it in front, head it out. Tech will get another corner kick. So we're back to Tech controlling territorial-wise. Has a good 8.5 left and counting. Friedis went out, missed it. It went to the net, and one of the defenders was there to get a foot on it and knock it away. That's the second or third time that's happened. The defense has come to the rescue, if you will, of Friedis. He's made a couple of big-time saves. Zacharias trying to center it, blocked. Tech keeps it in, blocked again. Whittier finally knocks it deep. Tech picks it off. He'll knock it deep again. They wind up with Ramirez has it. Taken away. That's not a good call. They both went down, and they're going to call Whittier for the contact, but that's kind of a tough call. He went down on one knee. The Tech player went over him, and they called Whittier for taking him down. Kaipi will take the kick from inside the 40. Off for Whittier's head, and they clear it away. Now it gets popped up again. To the middle. Knocked away by Tech. Hubbard tracks it down, knocks it deep. Whittier takes the shot and knocks it wide right. They're going to say Tech got a piece of it. I don't think they've got a shot on net in this game. Little banging going on out in front of the net. Trying to get position. Tech clears it away. Zacharias knocks it upfield. Tech takes it away with a rush down the near side. Broken up, they get it back. Tipped it out in front. Broken up again, they tip it in. Freitas, he was down on his knees, almost crawling to the ball, and he reached the hand out and just slapped it away. Tech couldn't get a foot on it. It kept bobbling around. Freitas slipped, went down on his knees, and just took like a little crawling step and reached out that long arm of his and just slapped the ball away. 5 minutes and counting. Tech 1-0. Way back in the first period, they got a penalty kick, and Thomas Kaipi knocked it home. And that's the difference. Tech knocks it by. Coming down, they knock it to the far side. They drop it back, they take the shot, and it goes wide. They set up a good scoring opportunity. They slipped it back, and they banged it well wide left. I think that was Hernandez. Pass picked off. Whittier coming back the other way. Headed away by the Tigers. Whittier collects. A little too much shake and bake by Whittier. Instead of passing it, they try to get around three defenders. Tech took it away and cleared it away. And now Whittier loses it out of bounds. Tech trying to knock it to the net. Knocked down and cleared away. Tech winds up with it. Ramirez couldn't get around the second player. Tech gets it back and keeps it in the Whittier end. Ramirez walking in, takes the shot. Freitas makes another big-time save. He was down too far. He couldn't go to the far corner. He had to try and stick it in the near corner. Freitas held the post and made a big-time save and robs Ramirez one more time. Ramirez gives it to Zacharias. It gets blocked and knocked away by Rafferty. Tech, again, a little too much shake and bake, and they took it out of bounds. We'll get a substitution for Whittier. Tipped up to the Tech end. And Tech knocks it right back to the Whittier end. That's where they want it. We're in the final 2 minutes and counting. 1-0 the Tigers. Whittier, a couple of nice passes down the far side. Tech gets there and clears it out and knocks it out of play behind the Whittier bench area. Freitas has been outstanding in net for Whittier. He's made all kinds of saves. Tech had a couple of other opportunities where he knocked it over the net. Now they block it, knock it deep to the Whittier end, which is where they want it. Whittier will knock it out. So they want to keep it down this end, leading 1-0 in the closing moments of this game. Tech closing in on their fourth win. They'll go over 500. They'll go to 4-3-2. And if they get this win, it'll be their 10th point. They'll be halfway to qualifying as they kick it high and deep and way out of play. Whittier's got to get a little hop in their step. Tech keeps it where they want it, in the Whittier end. Ramirez gets around, blocked, bouncing, deflected away. Tech will let it go out. Tech will get a corner kick. So this is exactly where they want it. They can take their time here with time winding down. Tech got a head on it. Whittier trying to clear it away. Tech, bouncing ball, shot, blocked out in front. Looked like Whittier trying to knock it in their net. Tech will get the throw in. So they're doing the game plan. Keep it in the Whittier end. Now they're going to knock it high and wide and out of play. Tech has been all over the Whittier net. Freitas has made all kinds of saves. Zacharias trying to walk in, broken up. Ramirez trying to get through all kinds of defenders. And he knocked it wide right. He got loose and got a good shot off and knocked it wide right. And there can't be a lot of time left. Zacharias back in the Whittier end. Ramirez to Zacharias. Back to Ramirez. Headed away. Out in front. Whittier knocks it away. And they slide and knock it out. And as Tech throws it in. I don't think Whittier has enough time to get it upfield and score a goal. And Tech will just keep it near Whittier end. And now they knock it out. It was a very long last 2 minutes. Ramirez again. They push him down the corner, well away from the net. Slides it out in front. Zacharias couldn't control it. By the time he did, his kick got blocked. And I have to say again, this is the longest 2 minutes I've ever seen. Tech knocks it out. Whittier's got to get a giddy up in their step. Tech knocks it deep. And Tech knocks it deep again. Freitas comes sliding out at the 5-yard line. Boots it away. Zacharias looking for it. And they blow the whistle finally, and that's going to be it. So Tech totally dominated. It could have been 5 or 6 to nothing. Freitas made a couple of outstanding saves. Robbed Gio Ramirez a couple of times. Tech fired some shots over the net, wide of the net, got a lot of shots off. Whittier had a lot of trouble getting it out of their own end. And the one difference in the game, there was a pass downfield. It bounced, and when they were looking to get control, Whittier, they touched it with their hand in the box, and that gave Tech a penalty kick. And Thomas Kaipi took advantage. Freitas had no chance on the penalty kick. They knocked it home, and that was the difference. Way back in the first period, Tech got the only goal on the penalty kick. Whittier really never tested Ramirez in net for Tech. They didn't get many quality shots, if any, on net. I don't know if they had any shots on net at all. And Tech will get the win 1-0 over Whittier. Tech will go to 4-3-2, creep over 500. They're halfway with the points. Their 10th point. They're halfway there to the 20 points they need for the tournament. Whittier will drop under 500. They go to 2-3-2. The final score, Tech 1, Whittier 0. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.